Today I'm flying for 24 hours in the world's best business class. I'm starting my journey in San Francisco on a mammoth 16-hour flight. With half the world shut down, let's see where I end up. Right guys, you join me today at San Francisco International Airport, where I'm going to be trying out Qatar Airways' brand new flight. But not just as simple as that, it's going to be over the next 24 hours. The unique thing about today's flight,
I'm a fan.
The unique thing about this flight
I'm a fan.
is that I've got this cretin with me. Oh my god. Oh. Right, so we're into the airport. We're actually not sure where we need to go and check in. I don't know how much of a fanfare they're going to do today for the inaugural, because obviously you've got to remember we are still in the middle of the pandemic. It's also going to be the longest flight that I've actually taken before. Now I'm attempting to bring Diego on his first international flight. Meet Diego. He's an oversized dog given to me as a gift by my buddy James. The aim being the most awkward gift to fly with. Oh, he's going back in his seat.
No, this is awesome.
Whilst I can't say TSA share the same love, he did make it through with us, ready to enjoy the lounge. Qatar provide access to the Air France Business and First Class Lounge. Being French, of course, it means one thing: champagne. Give me Gavis.
They use Gaviscon Double Action.
So we got the charcuterie, some fresh bread. We did have some champagne, but it got consumed incredibly quickly thanks to this chap. Oh my good God alive. This is professionalism in its entirety. So I left the bags, Diego and James in the lounge whilst I'm just going over. It's in final descent, so it should any minute appear just down here. So and it's actually a long time coming, because this route has been in the works for, I believe, around 3 years. In fact, all the way back in 2017, there was talk that the beginning of 2018 was going to be the inaugural, and of course that is what we're flying today. It really blows my mind that this plane has been in the sky now for 16 hours. It's not even Qatar's longest route. The title is with Doha to Auckland at 17.5 hours. Now usually people would be particularly professional about this. Unfortunately, I can't be professional with Diego. He's got his smile on, he's ready to go. Got James ahead of us. We're doing our best. Such a happy boy, ready for his big day. He feels a bit alone. I'm gonna have to get a selfie with him. That's what I mean when it comes to inaugural flight. Usually speaking, the airlines do something a bit special, and this is no exception today. Of course, I've got the backdrop and balloons. Maybe if I can get a balloon, that'd be quite cool. Oh look, that's wonderful. Look at this. He's got the roses. He's got the 777. And the eyes of happiness. They're really subtle today. I don't know where we're going, really unsure. So one of the other unique things about today is that they are doing 5 mystery upgrades from economy to business. We've already had one person, we've got 4 more. I mean, I'd be a little bit more happier if that was the case.
Come on, you just want to...
Come on, lad. Give me a yeehaw. America. We've got special access to get on the plane very quickly before everyone else boards, because James here is going to be doing a little interview, and I'm going to be in charge of trying to make sure the live works. Let's get on board then for a very special opportunity prior to anyone else being on board. Oh, look at that. That's a lovely cake, that. Diego's going to love the cake. How cool is that? Right, so let's get on board. Where do you need both of us?
I don't know if you just want to sit or like...
A350 900. It's just arrived from the inaugural flight from Doha. I live in San Francisco. I live here for 8 years. Right, interview is done. Just quickly finishing up here.
Did you
and
my cap?
I haven't got your cap, no. The cap over here. We nipped back to the terminal to grab Diego and reboarded the plane as passengers.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Oh, wonderful. Just in here, right? Hey, how's it going? Got an extra passenger, I hope that's okay. He's very friendly, he drinks... I haven't, he sneaked on board and he drinks heavily, I'll just warn you.
business class.
Oh, perfect.
So give Diego business class seat.
He would love that. Right guys, so welcome on board 2D, where we are seated today in the Qatar Airways A350 900 bound for Doha. Flight time today, I believe, is just over 15 hours, although we're actually a little bit delayed due to late arrival of the aircraft. We have got the middle Q suite today, and usefully so, a massive separator in between Diego and James. Apparently James is going to be a hot... He does think that. You've probably seen a multitude of videos before on Qatar QSuites, but I'm hoping today I can give a slightly different twist on it and what it is like to fly on one of the newest versions of it. Over here, this is the infamous quad. So there's 4 seats in the middle to kind of separate, and of course the window, there are 2 different types. This one here sits further away from the window, not creating the true window seat. The true window seat, of course, is 1A here. You get much more privacy as well. I would always go, if I'm travelling on my own, for one of these seats here. They are sometimes a little bit controversial because they face, oh my god Diego, because they face backwards, but personally I quite like looking backwards when I take off because you can see the wing flex, especially on the A350 or Dreamliners. I say Dreamliner, the Dreamliner hasn't quite had Q-Suites installed that we know about, but there is going to be a modified version of the Q-Suites on the Dreamliner coming, I believe, at some point next year. And just check what's in the goodie bag. Of course it's an inaugural flight, so you get a couple of extra things. Got a Qatar branded mask, I guess like a certificate, I suppose. We also have a lovely looking bar of chocolate, which I'm sure I'll consume. A bit of hand sanning. Lastly speaking, some form of baked good. Lovely touch. I mean, I think it's kind of quite unique doing these inaugural flights. You can also get on the delivery flights as well, something I would like to try and do at some point. So any Qatar executive watching, holler at me. Boarding's just about completed, and we'll get over to Doha. So the crew very kindly have allowed us to sit on the window seats for takeoff, because of course we want those cool takeoff views out these awesome big A350 windows. However, look who I have through here. Look at these 2. Aren't they happy? Really great to see top shelf champagne being served in business class today. Qatar serves a fantastic LP rosé, something you'd usually find in first class. As we flew out over the Pacific, whilst sipping champagne of course, I took a glance at today's menu. I began with the spiced carrot soup of the day. As you can see from my expression, this food, it's like a moon cake. Yeah. You literally cannot take us anywhere. Right, sorry, back to the food. The starter is crab, and that is delicious. Now, if you consider the little airlines at the moment are serving meals in a box. Yeah, come on, sort it out, lads. For main, I went for the lobster thermidor. So this is my friend Jet Albert, or Albert for short. He's also flying today's inaugural. I thought it was fitting to go and check out the mini cabin at the rear of business class where he was sitting. Well, I thought I would probably just introduce you to the channel.
I would love to.
Jet Albert.
Will here is the best, I swear.
Thanks, buddy. Let's say, whereabouts are you sitting, my friend?
7A.
Oh, mate, that is my choice seat. Albert does know his stuff. This seat in the mini cabin is my choice when travelling solo. It's a quieter cabin, and you'll also get served faster here. Right, let's hit the hay. As 1A was free for the entire flight, the cabin crew made this up for me. You get a comfy mattress topper, pillow, and super soft blanket. You get these Qatar white company pyjamas.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like.
Yeah, I can never act cool. I brushed my teeth and went back over to my bed. I actually slept for close to 9 hours, the most I've ever slept on a plane. Before I knew it, we were on the final approach into Doha. Go on, buddy. Oh, thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Right, guys, so welcome to Doha, Qatar. Sorry, we'll move him. I don't think he's going to drive. Oh, this is much better. Hello, mate. We should have picked you up. We'll see you in the lounge. Look how happy Diego is on his buggy. They see me roll.
A few moments later.
Oh, guys, I feel so refreshed. Oh, so I don't know how many of you know that feeling after you get off a long flight and have a lovely shower, change your clothes. Goodness me. Well, that was an awesome first part of our journey. Of course, we still have quite a way to go, and I'm in the airport hotel, the Oryx Hotel. A big fan of this place. It's one of the best airport hotels, I think, in the world, to be honest. It's within the terminal, so within the transit area, so you don't need to clear immigration or anything. I have to say that 24 hours in Qatar QSuites isn't exactly a hard thing to do. I thought it might be, you know, a bit of a challenge, but it's been very nice. James, why are we dressed in swimming trunks at an airport?
Because we're going swimming at the airport.
Are we going swimming with a slightly different twist, though, today?
Well, there's a duty-free bag.
What could possibly be in that bag?
Where is the Batman?
Where's the Batman?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh my goodness, I almost fell over. Brief I gave James is what's the most ridiculous thing that you could go swimming in, and this is what he came up with. So this is in an airport. It still is quite a surreal thing. Of course, you've seen what James has just done. We're staying at the Oryx Hotel. You get access to this swimming pool. And being able to swim in an airport is perhaps one of the most unique things ever. We go and see what happens when James and I fly together. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Guinness World Record holder here. Right, so let's go and check out the, what is it called? The Al Mahwa? Let's go and check out the Qatar Airways business class lounge. I can't remember what exactly it's called. I'm not being very informative today, am I? The time. Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. It will fix everything. It will. I'm positive. There's something very relaxing about that sound of champagne being poured, isn't it? So I must say, I'm really impressed with the improvements of the catering in this lounge. Not only is there a la carte dining now, there's also... We've got a selection of foods. Hi there. Hi, and one of my highlights is the bread cart. There's a salad station. The sushi section. Super excited to be tucking into a steak. I mean, the last time I had a steak in Qatar was in the first lounge. An excellent job yet again to further improve the lounge. Now, something to note is that the Al Safwa first class lounge is still not open, but that's of course due to the current pandemic at hand. However, the lounge is better than ever, so huge fan. So as we move around the lounge a little bit more, I'm actually helping James film a new video, and of course if you guys haven't already checked out his channel, do make sure you do.
That is so kind of you.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the few YouTubers that actually does help his friends out. So this is the problem. Has anyone actually touched that? Apparently it's not soft at all. It's made of like clay. Should we get up there? Mate, go on. 2 dirham if you jump up there.
2 dirham here.
I mean, real. Yeah. Right, mask is on, or sorry, I should say shield and mask are on. We're on brand today as well, a Qatar mask. Diego's ready to get on board. Let's get ourselves over to London. Usually speaking, you'd get a separate business class bus if you're parked at a remote gate, but alas, due to Diego, James and I getting too carried away in the lounge, we'd have to grab the eco bus. So here we go then, to end the 24-hour challenge. We're going to be getting on the 777 back over to London. The flight was actually totally full in business class today, which, whilst frustrating James and I couldn't sit together, I see as an awesome sign of travel recovery.
I made my way over to 10K, stowed my luggage and got settled into my seat.
Sir, sorry I was in the customer.
No problem at all.
May I introduce myself, sir? My name is Abrar.
Hi there.
Throughout the, you want any help, let me know, more than happy to help you.
Wonderful, thank you. Here we go again.
A couple of menu cards here, one being the wine list and the other being the food menu. I'll probably be going for their new tapas style dining, which is great for late nights because at the minute it's almost 2 AM. You also get Bricks amenity kits, which is stocked with Monte Viviana amenities such as a facial spray and some moisturiser. Throw here, which of course is super soft and very comfortable. The pillow as well here. They don't seem to feature their secondary pillow, which they used to have pre-COVID, but I've noticed that's disappeared. And of course, you also get some pyjamas as well.
Due to the busy flight, there was unfortunately no QSuite for Diego this time, so it was the overhead for him. It wasn't long before we lifted off. Today's flight is around 8 hours over to London Heathrow, completing our 24 hours in the sky.
Well, it has been one crazy day, and for me, it is time to brush my teeth and go to sleep. Let's do just that.
Abrad kindly made my suite up for me for sleep, again with the super comfy mattress topper. The only criticism I have with this seat is the cubby where your feet go, but on the 777 this is much wider. I slept for around 5 hours and awoke starving.
I've gone for the new lighter bites that they have. It's more like a tapas style dishes, but check this out. So I've got like a lamb kofta, cheese plate, little mango mousse, I think it's falafel, some salmon. Oh my god, it looks absolutely fantastic. Albeit it might be the most unorthodox kind of breakfast, but hey, who cares? So I just wanted to mention quite how good the air staff have been on all of the flights that I have experienced over, well, the last few weeks. A specific shout out to the Qatar Airways staff. A really good thing to see, and also of course especially at such an uncertain and challenging time. 2020 has been a nightmare for everyone that works in the travel industry, with all the uncertainties, all of the issues that come with that. So massive shout out to every single one of you who have made my experience so great. I was hoping that I'd be able to see some form of sunrise. The reality is flight gets in at 6:30 in the morning, so I don't think I'm going to be seeing anything. It's going to be dark still. The other thing that's been quite funny, I've experienced darkness now for 30 hours. We're actually descending now into London Heathrow. What a awesome flight yet again. It's quite a surreal experience, the fact that I've spent the last 2 nights sleeping in the sky, although I wouldn't change it because I still feel super refreshed. Right, so me, James and Diego have made it back to London Heathrow. And here we go, all the way from San Francisco. Oh, a bag, but that kind of concludes my 31 hours on Qatar QSuites. It's been a super interesting experience to try out the inaugural flight from San Francisco, but also on the ground experience at Doha International Airport. I'm now going to be driving back home to Bournemouth, but I hope you've enjoyed watching today's vlog. Do let me know what you think in the comments below, and smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys again next week. Cheers.
Because I'm coming home, coming home.